What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackers, and please ignore anything you've seen about me on America's Most Wanted. But no, let's get to the topic today. So I want to talk about Nintendo and E3, and could we actually get the final two reveals at E3? I think somewhat there's like evidence kind of could suggest that, and I'll get into that, of course. Otherwise, what's the point of this video? But so first up, we know E3 is happening this year. It was canceled last year because duh. But yeah, Nintendo is confirmed for E3 2021. That's exciting. That's exciting. As well as Xbox and quite a few others have been listed. PlayStation, for some reason, wants to sit out. They'll do their state of play thing most likely, but that's not what I'm here for. So the thing I want to talk about is, will we get... First and foremost, I am in the boat that the next reveal is going to come at E3. That's what I think. That's what I personally believe. But will we get two characters? Have they done that in the past? They've done that in the past, right? Just a couple years ago. The last E3 they were at. They started the Nintendo Direct with the hero reveal. They ended the Direct with the Banjo reveal. So them revealing two characters at once doesn't, that's not out of the realm of possibility. That's happened before. Could happen again. Could happen again. So the thing is, right? Would it make sense? I think timeline-wise, it kind of does make a bit of sense to reveal both characters. So take a look at this, for example. So we're starting with Steve here, and Steve was released on what, October 13th? I think that's what it was. And between when Steve released and from when Sephiroth released, which was what, December 22nd, I think I've written down there. That is a total of 70 days, 70 days. So that's just over 2 months. And for DLC characters, that's a pretty good timeline. That's a pretty, fast turnaround. That's a good, they're cranking out characters at a very good pace, right? Well, then take a look from Sephiroth to Pyra and Mythra. So Sephiroth was December 22nd, and Pyra and Mythra were what, March 4th, I think it was. And in between, if I counted correctly, that should be 72 days. So 72 days, you got 70 from Steve to Sephiroth, and 72 from Sephiroth to Pyra and Mythra. Again, that's roughly 2.5 months between characters. That's a pretty good turnaround, right? It's a pretty good turnaround. So, my question is, what happens after Pyra? What's roughly around the 70-day mark? Well, Pyra and Mythra, again, came out, they released March 4th. So, well, it's 100 days, actually. It's not 70, it's not 75. It's 100 days after Pyra and Mythra? E3, June 12th through the 15th. That's the entirety of E3. I don't know, my article here does not say when Nintendo is going to actually, have their direct or anything, but 12th to the 15th. So if we even take the very first day E3, the 12th, that would be exactly 100 days between Pyra and Mythra's release till the beginning of E3. So, like we've been saying here, E3, with being 100 days now, that could be the very next plausible spot for the next Smash character to be announced. Or maybe Smash characters, Fighter Pack 10 and 11. That would be really cool. Because again, they've done it before, we talked about that, right? Just a couple years ago. So maybe and Nintendo's going to be there. I think they're actually going to be there in person to a degree, if I was reading this correctly. But either way, they're going to have an E3 Direct, for sure. We know nothing about their second half plans, right? Sure, the Diamond Pearl remakes, okay, they're coming out. What else? I mean, Breath of the Wild 2, everyone's still waiting for something on that. Bayonetta 3, that's still a thing, I think. I think it's still in development. Metroid Prime 4, did they restart development again? I hope not, but that's still a thing. Isn't like, we still got 2 Smash characters to go, so they got plenty that they can still reveal at E3. Not saying all of those are going to be revealed at E3, but they still got plenty they can tell us about. So the thing with this timeline, again, 100 days, sure, between, Pyra, from Sephiroth to Pyra and Mythra, that's, what, 72 days or something? So, even, it's still roughly the same sort of time period. It's just an extra 30, 25, 30 days between, that you would have to add on. So it's still right about the same time period. And again, for example, if Nintendo went on the very first day of E3, if they did their Nintendo Direct, which, by the way, June 12th is a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they would do a Direct on Saturday, but if they did, more than likely, if we got the double reveal, they would start the reveal, or start the Direct with the first Smash trailer, and then end it with the last one, right? So, they could end up doing the reveal, and then the very next day, say that Sunday, the 13th, they would have it planned out for a Sakurai presentation, right? And he goes into the character, and he does his thing, right? And then he gives us the release date, which would more than likely be either that following Monday or Tuesday, a day or two after the presentation. Because odds are the character, if we're going by the timeline, how they've been cranking out characters, roughly 70 days. And in this case, we're even giving them an additional 25, 30 days. Yeah, I think that character is going to release roughly E3 time, possibly during the event. So when you got that, and then you got the character that's going to come right after them, Fighter Pack 11, well, I guess this kind of raises the question of if they could still crank out the character within that 70-day time frame, right, for Fighter Pack 10, if they were still ready for around the 70-day mark, which I think puts it at somewhere around May 20th, I'll say. That's roughly the 70-day mark. So if that happens, and the character would be ready by May 20th, and they hold off on, releasing it, that gives them a little bit more time to polish up, to continue working on the last character, which again should be plenty of time for them to also at least come up with a reveal trailer. I'm not saying, no, they're not going to have two Sakurai presentations, because the character again will release a month or two or whatever after Fighter Pack 10. So I don't know, it's kind of an interesting little idea, right? Could we have two characters at E3? I think the possibility is definitely there, with one of those characters being released fairly soon after their reveal trailer. So, that kind of leads us to the question. Two questions, I guess. Answer, or just answer either one. Do you think we'll get two reveals at E3? I think we're going to get one. I think we'll get one for sure. And definitely I would not be surprised if we get two. But do you think, how many reveals do you think we're getting at E3? And then the second question, do you think Nintendo learned their lesson with the final character? Because, right, they kind of have a somewhat, depending on who you ask, I think a majority of people would be a little let down. But they have kind of a terrible track record of last character is kind of like really? That's it? Like Smash Wii U 3DS base roster. Is that Duck Hunt? I got nothing against, or is it Bowser Jr.? One of those two. It was the last character. I think it was Duck Hunt. Nothing against Duck Hunt. I think Duck Hunt has earned a spot, 100%. But ending on that, kind of going, oh, really, Duck Hunt? That's who they saved last for a base roster? Okay, whatever. Well, then Smash Wii U 3DS, the final DLC. We all know the whole Bayonetta debacle. There's no way Bayonetta won the Smash ballot, whatever. And Corrin, great, more Fire Emblem. Everybody's excited. So, not too good. And then, of course, Smash Ultimate, they ended with, what, Ken and Incineroar? Okay. Sure, everybody loves more Pokemon, right? I don't have anything against Pokemon, but that was your big heavy hitter, your last character you wanted to reveal. But, and then, of course, last for Fighters Pass 1, Byleth. Yeah, that was everybody's favorite character so far, right? I mean, that only got the most likes. Or maybe it's the other way around. But, yeah, we all know how that turned out. So maybe Nintendo and Sakurai, when they planned out Fighters Pass 2, and they planned out kind of when things might get revealed, or at least who's going to get revealed, maybe they decided to sit on a character. Why is this going? Pause. But maybe they'd actually decided to sit on a AAA big mega character. Maybe they actually want Smash Ultimate to go out with a bang. Maybe they want a character that's been heavily speculated or requested for some time. And of course, we'll throw out the usual names. Crash, Sora, Dante, Master Chief for Microsoft again. Waluigi get upgraded as an assist trophy. Again, just the typical names that we hear, right? Could we finally see Rayman? Could we finally see one of those? Could they end off the Fighters Pass? Would that make everyone happy? I mean, I think that would be better than, you know, another Fire Emblem character. Like, here's Marth, but this time he has a hat. Whoop-de-doo! Everyone, yeah. Could you imagine? Or Marth with 2 swords. They're like, no, but this Marth has 2 swords. No, this Marth just has a hat. And yeah, everybody would be so excited about that, wouldn't they? But maybe I'm hoping Nintendo does. If they reveal 2 characters, hopefully the last character is, you know, at least a big hitter, right? To, you know, really, if Fighter Pack 11 is going to be the last character for Smash Ultimate, send them out with a bang, right? Don't go out with a whimper. Nobody wants Marth with a hat, okay? We don't want that. We want to be like, yes, they did it right for once. This is Smash Ultimate. But we, you know, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. That is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.